Going live. Okay, let's set properly. I need to put this tablet to charge. Going live, guys, going live. Going to charge the tablets. Going live, going live. Let's put in this tablet to charge. Didn't realize was tablet is dead. Tablet is down out, the battery is gone. So I have to charge it. Going live, guys, going live. Auntie D is going live. Going live. Going live. We are going live this Sunday evening. Nobody's here yet. Auntie D is going live. And we don't see anyone yet, but we know that somebody's gonna show up. It's now about some minutes past 8, so I'm just gonna go ahead with what we have planned. So someone will stop by. The Lord is not going to let me sit here alone. Right. Now, to commence the evening, I had a lovely day. I had a lovely dinner. I had my cakes made. Everything was good. Everything was good. I'm a little tired, but I cannot just sit by myself. I have to think about my subscribers and think about how much I would love. Happy to have you guys on. Happy to have you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Cyrus Tixer. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for line of screen. Jennifer BTS. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Happy to have you guys. Nice. Ivan. I don't want to say your name wrongly. Ivan Kang-sang. Hey, hi, how are you? Welcome. And guys, as you come on, just touch the thumbs up button. It doesn't cost anything, man. Just let us have a good little time together. I won't be taking long, because Auntie D don't stay very long, Auntie D doesn't stay very long, but I think about you guys, and I know that you're expecting me to come on. I was really hoping to come on earlier, but the time slipped by so quickly. And I said, tomorrow will be too late. Let me go now, because tomorrow I'll be able to, hopefully. And I didn't want to end the evening without having you as part of my evening. So here I am. And if you have looked at the title, we're talking about a little relaxation of the mind. Because, it's been a long week. Happy to have you guys. As you come on, you just thumbs up. It's been a long week for most of us. Lily Cunningham, shout me out, please. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily Cunningham. How are you? How are you? Happy to have you on the live. Happy to have you, Lily. Happy to have you. I'm happy to have you. Truly, I'm happy to have you, Lily. Thank you so much. I try to make myself happy, because if you don't make yourself happy, not many persons are going to realize that you want to be happy. They may just take you for granted, right? So you must always put yourself first. Me first. Put yourself first, and then others come after. But it's not that you're selfish. Give everybody their fair share, but when you need your space, you must put yourself first, right? So I said to myself, we can have a little chit chat. I didn't realize I wanted to do something on the tablet. When I take up the tablet and look at it, the tablet was not even have 10%. It couldn't do anything what I wanted to do. So there I missed it for tonight. But hopefully I'm trying to do a weekend thing. So I put it to charge. So this will not happen to me again. That will not happen. Right? So I want to, as the topic says, relaxing on a Sunday evening. As you approach the new week, some persons may be off tomorrow if they are fortunate. So most persons will have to go to work tomorrow, be it in the morning or in the afternoon. Monday being the first working day for some persons if they have gotten the weekend off. And if you did not get the weekend, oh my, you're going to be so tired to meet Monday. But hush, hush, right? So I was saying to myself, you know, when I was, it's like I'm going down memory lane. When I was much younger, and it comes to a Sunday evening, hi Ben, hi Ben, welcome to the chat, Ben. Welcome to the live. Happy to have you, Ben. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. Welcome. Welcome. And guys, as you come, I know some will not stay for long because everybody's trying to touch everybody. Touch. And it's nice that you remember to touch Auntie D. So you spend a little time and you give me a little thumbs up. And if you feel that you want to run and check on somebody, I will not be upset because I'm happy you spend some time with me. Although I would have loved for you to spend the entire time with Auntie D. But Auntie D has to learn to share, right? Like I will ask you to share. Okay, so on a Sunday evening, I remember quite clearly, even though it's within me, it's like after you have dinner, you need to, or you say supper, you need to relax, get a chill. Yeah, that's true, but I can't force on persons because they come and they go. So, as they come, we climb the ladder. We climb the ladder. Happy to have them just the same. I deserve more, but in due time, I think they will run and come. But most time they come, they spend some time and they hopped elsewhere. But, that's how it goes. Happy that they remember Auntie D. Happy for that. And happy that you are here too, Ben. Happy to have you. Feel welcome. Feel free to participate in whatever we have to share. I'm not a selfish person. I don't like to be the only person speaking. I like when everybody contributes, right? Everybody should contribute. So as I was saying, if you were not off for the weekend, then you're going to be so tired. But if you were able to get even the Sunday evening off or so, or you come in a little early, you might do your dinner a little earlier, so you can get a time to relax and rejuvenate, get your mind in the frame of work. Maybe you have to attend to the children's school clothes, maybe their homework. You want to ensure that this is done. You want to make sure the house is cleaned up enough to meet the new week, because it will not be possible for you to be doing these things while you have to rush out to work and others are rushing to school. So you really want everybody to have an input in cleaning up, right? Have an input in cleaning up. So therefore, you try to, come on, have the school clothes ironed, the shoes cleaned and put aside. So everybody now can maybe relax and watch their favorite movie, or everybody come together as a family and watch a movie as like more or less like a family time. And you may have your popcorn or your chips or your fruit juice, whatever, and just unwind, right? So on a Sunday evening at this time now, I never like when they come to do any homework, because I believe that earlier in the day I would have finished that. But parents they never like you to be sitting around a television. They prefer you to watch the news, sports, and weather, and then that's it. Get up, find your bed, go and take up your book and read. And I think that is why children sometimes hate books, But I am still thankful. I'm still thankful because we get a chance to play some little games, man. One of my popular games, I don't know if you guys remember that game. I don't see it around because what I see happening now is just digital games, technology games, right? I love the game Snake and Ladders. I like the game Ludo. I like to play cards, but I'm not good at cards. And I cannot play domino, but I like to watch it. I get fun watching persons, right? So, apart from those games, right? And I remember playing jacks. We throw the ball up and you pick up the things on the floor. And there was one that named tic tac, tita toe, right? And Chinese checkers. That was one that gives you a problem to win. Chinese checkers. I don't know if you remember those games. So, and there were times too when we play school, but nobody wants to play school on a Sunday evening because it's a memory that you're going back to school the next day, right? And mommy and daddy doesn't want any noise around them, so they prefer you go and lay down and maybe read a comic or some book or the other. So it's more or less a relaxation mode. Your mind is okay. And when it reaches a certain time in the evening, or like maybe about 7:30, they always give you ice cream and jello. They would make it from early in the day, put the jello in the fridge, the ice cream is there, but they don't want to give you the ice cream and the jello after you've had dinner, right? They prefer to give you that like during a supper time. And after that, you're cleaned up, then you know it's bed. You know it's your bed. You know it's bedtime, right? So it was really nice. It was really nice. And so you see, when you're watching the news was far and wide. It's not like you go now to go on YouTube and sit, and YouTube has so many different things for you to watch. So many bloggers from all around the world. You can choose something to watch. It is so much more educational now to be watching these things than when I was younger, right? When I was younger. But it helps us to understand. Sometimes we go for a little walk. Like I put in my description, going for a little walk. So we are here talking. So I want to put in the frame of mind as if we are going for a walk. We are walking together down memory lane. So we don't have to actually get to go on the road. If the weather was fine, granted, I could go outside and stroll and take a walk with you guys with me. But outside is very cold, freezing. So everybody has to stay inside. But the memory of going for a walk is still in the mind. So, it's still healthy to think that you're going for a walk because what it releases those little pent up feelings. You're in the house, you'd love to go out, but you have to be putting on so much coat and put on your scarf and your hat because what? You don't want to get sick. You don't want to get sick, right? So it is very nice to me on a Sunday evening to spend some time with families, and sometimes friends, neighbors come over, or we sometimes as adults, we can go for a walk. And slowly in the community, maybe you're your partner, and you can just call a neighbor. You come in to look for them on a Sunday evening because that's what people normally do. You don't have any time in the week, and you may know somebody who has not been very well, and just to walk and go look for a friend and spend some time and just chit chat, and then you can walk back home. So you don't necessarily have to drive. You don't necessarily have to drive. Just take a walk. Just take a walk, right? And then when you're walking out on a Sunday evening, it feels nicer and it feels different from when you go walking other days in the week. Because when you go walking other days in the week, you're focusing on just walking as a form of exercise. But when you're going on a Sunday evening, it's a relaxation type of walk. Just taking your time and you're walking with a partner, your friend, you're just talking. Sometimes you get a joke, you laugh, you stand up, and you keep going again. And sometimes when you realize the distance that you have traveled, you understand, it makes you feel so wonderful. You feel ready. It makes you go out and you breathe that fresh air. It makes you feel nice. It makes you feel so, so nice, other than being inside, right? Other than being inside, right? It makes you feel so, so nice, so worthy. Because, and sometimes, you can walk around the block. Just take your time. You don't have to go to anybody's house. Just walk. Just walking, right? And that releases stress. It releases things that maybe you weren't even thinking about it. So you go walking, just walking, and the mind is clear and the body feels nice. So it releases, right? And at the end of the walk, you're feeling so rejuvenated. You feel new, right? You're feeling new, right? So that is why I believe that more persons should utilize their Sunday evenings as a relaxation walk. They don't have to really go out if they can't. When they can, they go. But when they can't, they can have it in the mind and just relax. Allow the mind to wander down memory lane. And when you wander down memory lane now, you'll be surprised the many things that comes to mind. Music, things that you normally do when you were much younger. Food, the way you cook. When it comes to when the gas is finished or whatever, you go outside and put some stones and catch up for some put some sticks to catch a fire to cook. And sometimes, it's always nice to go and bake puddings using the zinc over the Dutch pot with a little fire under the pot. And that pudding, especially the potato pudding, tastes so beautiful. So beautiful, right? So I would encourage persons, take a walk outside and realize the birds that are there, the birds chirping in the trees. You're walking, you can stop and you can look up in the tree. Sometimes you look and see the bird and the bird makes sounds. And when I'm walking and I see a bird back home, there's a bird that is called John Tweet. When that bird said John Tweet, I would say, to me, the bird saying, John Tweet, sweet John, John Tweet, sweet John. It's a very tiny bird. So when that bird started to sing, I would sing too, John Tweet, sweet John. And sometimes I wonder if the bird is here because the bird is not going to stop. Bird kept singing and singing and it will fly away. Right? So that's another thing I like when we have greenery. We have a lot of trees. It allows the birds to come in and enjoy nature. But when we remove the trees, it affects nature, it affects our environment, and we have nothing to enjoy. You have nothing to enjoy. Right? I say I have company, but feel free. You can come in and join us, identify yourself, and share with us. We will be discussing things that we can do when walking, going down memory lane. Right? Yes. So, walking exercises the mind, refreshes the brain. If you're feeling very angry about any situation, or you say you're upset about something, and you don't want to make a rash decision, go for a walk. Go for a walk because what? It's going to relax you. When you leave the environment where that situation poses itself to make you become upset, and you go for a walk, when you reach back to where you were before, it's a different person. They're going to say, oh, what's wrong with him? Because the whole personality changed. So you're able to look at the situation differently. Yeah, so you don't become so angry. And there are times you have to move away because if you don't move away from this situation, you may do something which can become very harmful. So you give it a space. Give it a little space, man, and move out. Change the location. Then you can come back again and realize that it was worth it that you had taken that decision to give the space a little walk. Give it a little space. Move away from it. Clear it out a little. Right? So, yes, man, on a Sunday evening, relax. And as you approach the new week, you don't want to be out there cleaning the yard, washing clothes, cleaning the house, cleaning the fridge. Oh no. When Monday comes now and you have to go to work, you're going to be so dead beat, so beat. But if you are not going to go to work Monday, then you can go ahead and work the Sunday. But it's still best to, have everybody together. Children are home from school, are not going to school Sunday. So you make sure you do everything earlier Sunday in the day so you all can relax on the Sunday evening. And you relax, and then when it's time, you all can separate into there. Give them a little space too, man. Give the children a little space. So one may want to go and use a coloring book. And if there are more than one children, one may want to go and take up a history book if it's a high school student. And one may just want to just go before the television and watch something. So we have to learn to appreciate each other when they need space. And we all need our little space away from each other. But we need to also come back together as a unit because unity is strength, right? So we go different ways to do different things, but we must find time to come back together as one. We can laugh, we can give jokes, we can give stories, we can talk about things, current affairs, things happening within our own community, in our own country, in other countries. We can educate each other. So you're not just there sitting, everybody sitting and looking into space. No. You're there sitting and you're there communicating. You're there giving jokes and people are laughing. Right? And that will make them happy. So they will love their Sunday evenings. They will love their Sunday evenings. Right? It's Sunday evening a happy time. It's a happy time. Not a time for you to be bent into doing some hard work. You're doing even Sunday night. Everybody should be able to sit around. If you have, and more so when you have children. Sit around, man, and everybody maybe in the living room or in the den or on the porch, wherever on the veranda, having a little relaxation time. So another person may want to go and take a nap because different people utilize different things as their body requires. So it doesn't mean that because it's a relaxation, everybody's going to be sitting up straight. You can't be together. You're together for a while. Yes, you're together. But then after a while, no, people can go to what they like to do. So you don't bone. Nobody's feel like you bone them. They must sit down right here. And they're not to move, like they're in prison. No. You have children in your home, they're going to be laughter. You don't want them to be always crying. Why are you crying? Mommy don't want me to go to my room. No, that's not how it is, right? We have to look at things differently. Allow each person to have their space, right? And the more space you give, the better the communication, the more they're going to have a better rapport. They're going to be able to relate. They're able to express themselves. And you can ask them simple questions. Ask the children questions so that they learn to talk. When they are in school and the teacher speaks, they're not going to just sit and be looking at the teacher, and if they don't understand the problem, they're just going to be looking. And when the teacher expects everybody to be working and start walking around to check the books, so she's not yet started because she doesn't understand. She doesn't learn to speak out. Teach your children to speak out. And you can only achieve these things when you spend quality time together. As I say, it is good to go for walks. But if you are not able to walk, you can imagine. Allow them to use their imagination. Because it may be raining. It may be snowing, like where I am now, it's snowing, and I would love to go for a walk. So in my mind's eye, I'm saying, oh, I would walk down the road, I would walk a mile or half a mile. I remember the days when I used to walk all 2 miles. I would walk. And when you walk, the muscles get stronger. And as I said, the mind clears up. Yeah, yeah, man. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's really worth it. Really, really worth it. It is worth it. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live. Happy to have you. Popping in, popping in. Happy to have you. And you can make your point. Feel free to make a point because I know you would not put a point that is disrespectful. So make a point if you want to. I would love to see it. So, what are you saying? Are you going to be that quiet and don't say anything? I'm going to say, I need you to say something. So I'd like you to walk right in, identify yourself, and say something. Say something. We don't have very long tonight, um, this evening on. We're going to spend a little time, but we won't be spending a very long time. It's now going down maybe after 8:30. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on the live. We are here. Hoping to have a nice time. Have a good evening. I just want to spend a little time, together with you guys. And we can also look at situations that persons would have discussed while walking. So it's not that they are walking and you're silent. You're not silent. You're going to be sharing with the person because one person can walk, one can, but it's nice when two persons are so walking and you're talking. You're sharing. Maybe you have a situation that you want to share with a friend. You just walk and you share and you talk. Come on, guys. I have just a few minutes more with this live. I may be coming on later. I'm not too sure, but I want to spend a little time with this live. See how persons are, but we have some time. About a few minutes more. Not a long, long time. Talk. What do you think about the day that is just ended? How do you feel? Did you achieve enough for the day? Are you prepared to do more so that when it comes to relaxation with your family, we all are together? Or are you unhappy because more could have been done and persons are not joining in to adequately pull their weight? So it is all left to one person, which is always a mother. So when it comes to Sunday evening, she cannot sit down and relax. She's so tired because she's there trying to get the place in order to meet Monday morning. Because early Monday morning, everybody has to go out. Everybody has to go out. Everybody has to go out. So early Monday morning, everybody jump out of bed. Sometimes the bed is not made up until when they get back home because nobody wants to be late going to work. And the parents doesn't want to be late going to work because of the children who are going to cause them to be late. How is your Sunday going? How is it? That's what I want to find out. How is it going? What did you do? Did you get to make your plans for the coming week? Did you set up your objectives, what you plan to do, and how you plan to achieve those objectives? Or you just taking the days as it comes? So when you take that approach, you can end up losing because you would not have a goal working towards. And it's best when you have a goal, you know. When you have a goal working towards, you can achieve. You work now to achieve the goal. And when you achieve your goal, nobody's as happy as you because you put in your time and you achieve your goal. Yeah. All these artists that are going around, Vibes Cartel and Buju Banton and Bounty Killer, all of them, they have set their goals and they try to achieve them. So what they do, I even listened to Triple X this evening. I was surprised. I didn't even know that he was in the UK having a show, and some person were there who wanted him to pay money to him to play Vibes Cartel music, and somebody come after some in between music and so they didn't want him to play those music, and for some reason, somebody went away and come back. Surprisingly, he said hit him in his head with a bottle, and then you know what would have happened. So he had to seek medical attention. So it was. I said to myself, when are we going to learn? You're at a place to have fun. Have fun. Don't bring in violence. No matter what, don't bring in violence. So they don't know who did it because it was a large crowd and the person just moved within the crowd. So he could have lost his life. But I'm glad when he spoke with confidence. So sometimes when even if you have security and you have a large gathering of people with you, things can happen from an angle that you don't expect. Because I don't think they were expecting anything like that. I don't think they were. But it happened. It did happen. And the vibes now, based on what I've read and observed, he is going to be performing in April at in New York, Brooklyn, New York. And apparently he's saying that it's been 22 decades, 20 years, he has not been to that place. Mm-mm. So he's looking forward to being there so that he can have some memories, some cherished memories, and enjoy himself, right? Enjoy himself. So that will be a reggae fest, right? This is something. It looks like it will be something like some fest. So it'll be a reggae fest in New York. Can you imagine? So I just hope that everything goes well with everybody there, and there are no, disturbances to cause injury or loss of life to anyone. People leave their home to go and have fun, but I personally I don't like crowds. I don't like large crowds. But people go on and have fun. Let them have the fun and let them reach back home safely, right? I remember when I looked at the Freedom Street concert with so many people. I said to myself, what is this? This is a huge crowd, right? And I'm happy that there could have been situations where something could have happened, but I didn't hear of anything that had happened to have caused any harm or injury. Persons had quarrels here and there. I must get a barrel with some unhappy feeling about words that somebody had told him about his mother, and apparently he was hurt. So, things could have happened, but I'm glad nothing out of the norm took place there. All right? Nothing out of the norm. So, that's triple X point. Right? It was so sad when I saw it. I said, "But look, this man is in Jamaica and this didn't happen to him, and he goes to another country. Maybe he was thinking of something like that happening to him." Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live, and happy to have you. And that happened. He could have lost his life, and I do hope what happened to him will not affect him later. Will not affect him because head injury, and he's a bottle. I don't know how tough the bottle was, but it cut his head and he was bleeding. I said he was busy the night, so with the heat in the body, and it was all over with blood. You know, That must, I hope nothing, but he got medical attention, so apparently he's satisfied. He was well taken care of, he said. But I do hope he recovers speedily and nothing too nothing too much that would have harmed him. Like how when you get a hit in your brain, you in your head, on your head, the first thing you think of is your brain. Sometimes these things doesn't really affect you so early in life. Later on, it does. It does, right? And sometimes these things cost you your life. It can hurt you real bad, right? It can hurt you. So people people need to be mindful when they are going to public functions like those. Proper security measures are put in place. Even if you are walking on the street now, going to look for a friend on Sunday evening, you don't want a dog to rush you from somebody's house. You're walking on the road. There comes a huge dog, run out of somebody's house to come and attack you. You don't want that. And that happens to persons when they are walking too. You don't know where the dog is. You don't know about people's home, but the dog would have seen you passing and see you as a threat, an attack. Right? That's how they are. So it's not easy. You're going out by yourself, you have to be cautious. It's like in your going and coming, you have to exercise a lot of caution. You have to, because you don't know where, from what angle. But especially a gathering of that nature, the crowd was big, he said, there should be more security measures. But even if he had a security close by, something could have happened just the same. And apparently, and I would think security was there because you would not have a huge function of security. Even if the person was standing, the security officer was standing beside him, it could have been affected. It could have been affected. So that is why at times I say I don't like crow, but there are times you have to go out. You have to take a walk. You have to go out. Go on. Some people go out. They go and have a drink at the club. They go clubbing. I don't go clubbing, but they go clubbing, right? Go clubbing. Go clubbing, and some drink and drive. You don't have to drive if you drink. If you're going to drink, allow somebody else to drive. But on a Sunday evening, you don't need to go out to do clubbing. Well, everybody have their friends. But I think on a Sunday evening, you should do your own clubbing at your house. Have your drinks with your family and stay put. I think so. But that's my view. What am I to push my view onto others? Right? So that is how I've been looking at it. I don't know how other persons view spending their Sunday evenings. Mm-hmm. Boy, they don't even pretty up the screen, man. People just, they don't pretty up the screen at all, at all, at all. They don't pretty up the screen at all, man. They don't pretty up the screen at all. Guys, have you heard anything about Vibes getting married? I heard him say that it won't be. He said it will be in February and it will be in Jamaica. But February has come and gone, and I don't know if he's still in Jamaica. He should be in Jamaica, but I don't know what's going to happen. So we have to just wait and see until he tells us what he's doing. Maybe it's not our business to be prying to find out when is he going to get married. right? So, guys, I think I'm going to end the live as so I could probably come on a little later. But I'm just wondering to spend a little more time. Nobody's lighting up the screen, man. But I'm gonna give a break, right? Okay. We have to. Mhm. Yeah, man. Sunday evening is best. It's a relaxation time, right? Right. I think I'm gonna end the live here, and then I can come back in a little while. Give some time. Okay.